I talk for a living, really. I'm very happy with the results. I'm gonna do it. So thank you so much to the people who did my crown prep. My name is Neelai Jones. I'm from America, Florida, Michigan, Arizona, all over. I have had problems with my teeth since I was very little. I was born without a lot of them, missing some molars, a lot of adult teeth, so I've had a lot of baby teeth. Coming into adulthood, I had braces for 6 years, and even when I got braces, things just didn't look very nice. And, I got the braces off and I got aligners, and that was it. And I still wasn't happy with my teeth. So 2 years later, I was like, okay, I obviously need more work done. And I've been living in China, so I was looking at places to go around where I was and during my school break from teaching, and Myra was perfect. So many of them online. I was looking online and I started reaching out to different clinics just to see who was responsive and giving information right off the bat. I have family in Turkey, so they were able to help me weed out some of the ones that wouldn't have worked out for me. And yeah, I just kept looking online and trying to make sure that the timeline would work out for me and the price would work out for me, and everything just kind of fell into place. I chose Myra because there were so many patients with different backgrounds. My teeth I was very used to walking into a clinic and people being like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with your mouth. Because I have very healthy teeth, they were just bad. And I wanted some depth of experience in there, but also just different people haven't gone there. I also liked that Myra had branches in the UK, so that there were instances of follow-up and being able to reach back out if something happened afterwards and I needed to see the clinic again. I felt like that would be an option. My first contact went very well. It impressed me right away. I had been in contact with a few others, but it was like pulling teeth, forgive my pun, to get an answer or get the information that I needed. And when you're making a decision like this, the information is really important and the communication is really important. And also, you're very vulnerable in a chair when people are working in your mouth, so you can't communicate with that person and tell them that it hurts or something's wrong. It doesn't feel as nice as a patient. In my first impression, I really like the clinic. It's very clean and well lit and comfortable. And everything from transfers to arriving to the clinic to getting through the appointment felt just easy and laid back, but also like I was a priority to the clinic. Yeah, I got 23 zirconium crowns. Of course, I'm pretty young, so the doctor was a little hesitant about that, but I had come into this knowing that I would need pretty extensive work on my teeth, so I was comfortable with that right away. The prep, I don't think crown prep is anybody's favorite part of life, but the meds that they gave me were sufficient and I was able to manage the pain, and we had some space between when we did the crown prepping and when I got the crowns on. So overall it took 6 or 7 days. I think 6 is right about where we're sitting. First we did, the crown preps, and then there were actually 2 crowns that we didn't like as much, so we switched those around, which I'm glad that they did. In the moment, I was like, I don't care. I'm not going to look at them. But I'm happy that we changed it in the end. Yes, I'm very happy with the result. I talk for a living, really. With every job that I've done, I've always been paid to talk, and I've always been self-conscious about my mouth. I like to smile often. I'm very outgoing, so it's always something in the back of my mind of like, are they looking at my teeth? What is their first impression of me? And I don't have to worry about that anymore. I told the doctor, I was like, I'm not in Hollywood. I just don't want to think about my teeth. And I'm very happy with the results, and so are all of the people that I've been FaceTiming. I'm a pretty confident person, but it's nice. Even when I was doing my makeup this morning, I usually don't open my mouth when I'm doing my makeup because I don't want to like ruin the moment. But this morning I was like, oh my gosh.
Everything changed.
I can open my mouth, and I usually don't wear darker lipstick because I felt like it highlighted my teeth. But this morning I was like, I'm gonna do it. So it's definitely helped me. It's definitely life-changing for me, and it makes me feel like I can go after the things that I want in my adult life without feeling like my teeth might detract from my performance in things that I'm doing. My call history for this past week, I FaceTimed all of my family and all of my friends and all of my siblings. Like I said, I'm pretty extroverted, so I would just call them and I would just smile until they noticed. I was like, what's different about me? But I think everybody was very happy for me. Honestly, I'll tell you what my grandma told me, because I was going back and forth and I was like, I don't know if I should care this much or spend the money, or maybe I'm just being like, maybe I'm thinking about myself too much. And she told me, she was like, this is an investment in yourself and in your future. And I told her, I was like, that's what you told me when I went to college. But I agree with her, where I think that it's an investment in yourself and also the things that you want to do. Everything that I got a degree in political science, and that's a very, networking, talking to new people, meeting people all the time. And that would have always been at the back of my mind and always would have detracted from my image and my ability to get jobs in that field. So I think it was definitely a good investment. Thank you so much to the people who did my crown prep. I was probably not the easiest. I was sitting there crying.